I'm Paul Morrell. I'm the Director of Education, Training and Outreach at Chickenshed. We have a membership, which is a children's theatre, youth theatre, adult company of about 800 people, and it's all led by and spearheaded by our professional company work, and our professional company both source all of the education and membership and outreach work that we do, and also source the shows. So it's very much more than a full-time exercise. With the Citizens Theatre and this group and this particular course, we've tried to look at things that we have done in our shows or our workshops that illustrate the inclusive principle and the inclusivity principles that we have most clearly. The activities that we're showing are easy to get into, but also that they're not limited in the sense that you can stretch yourself within them to wherever you want to stretch yourself. So we're trying to sort of pinpoint inclusive activities that illustrate that the best, so that people can take them away and think, I can do this. The first activities was almost connected to people's perceptions of inclusion and what it is and what it isn't, and trying to sort of give them a practical example of things that they may have been part of in the past. Just think for the moment about the two least inclusive and the two most inclusive, and why. It's almost like trying to isolate the potential barriers that are out there to inclusive work and saying these are the ways that you can get around them. Now, as you walk, I want you to, as you walk, try and put something into your walk that is trying to get my attention. Okay, trying to get my attention. Something into your walk that's trying to get my attention. Very nice, lovely, that's good. Oh yes, I'm enjoying this. Excellent, good, good, good. The last exercise with chairs that Jojo led, it hits so many different targets. First of all, it empowers the chair level as a place for acting and movement at its best can take on any level and any physicality. It achieves a multitude of effects, all of which are part of the general inclusive picture. And we often feel that once people have done it, they can adapt it to their own purposes in all sorts of different situations.
Dancing and movement doesn't need to just be here with a partner and you're being thrown around in the air and spinning and stuff. You can create movement using a chair. Whether you're in a wheelchair, you can still do it. Whether you're sitting on a chair, whether you're changing the movement that we give you to do it sitting down. When we've got groups of about 60, there'll be about 10 on a chair, and other people will interpret the movement standing up. So how can you do the same move, but with someone standing, someone sitting on a chair, and someone sitting on the floor? And the way that picture complements everything and makes it much more interesting than if it was just, oh well, if you can't stand exactly like this, then maybe you should watch us do it.
I would say look at wherever you're a practitioner, look at your group of people that you're working with and say, does it represent your community, or is it a very partial group of people? And you'll never arrive at a totally inclusive group of people, but you continually work at it. So from a participant point of view, it's really important to mix it up a bit. I think the other thing is keeping a really equal eye on process and performance. Don't push either of them out, because outcomes are important to the group that are working together, and it's important to show that in the end those people can create outcomes, but the process is crucial as well. I think in terms of the way they work together has been outstanding. Really openness, honesty, trust with each other, all those things. It's the best thing I could possibly say is introduce those principles with how you've worked together today into everything that you do, and you won't go far wrong.
Beautiful.